Alright, I just watched, season 1, episode 8. Well, I watched 2 through 8. And, I just want to say, there's a lot of weird Boma scenes, I gotta admit. Looked it up. 16. Oh, wait, I should probably look up Goku's age next. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna guess 10. 10, yeah. Alright, well, anyway. So they helped this turtle in episode 2. They helped this turtle. And he's like, "Can you help me?" And Bulma's like, "Oh, I wish I could help." And Goku's like, "I'll help you." And she's like, "I was just kidding. I don't want to help him." Anyway, they end up helping him. Goku kills this bull guy. Very impressive. Very impressive. Right now, he's like the strongest character. Kind of. And, what's it called? They help the turtle. The turtle's like, "Oh, thanks. Here's a reward." Oh, yeah, he wanted to go to the ocean. And he's like, "Thanks, here's a reward." So he swims away. And he comes back with an old man on his back. Master Roshi. And I was like, this is great. This is good. And, Master Roshi's like, "Well, thanks for saving my turtle friend. He was gone for a year. Here's a reward." So he gives, Goku the cloud, the flying cloud, the Nimbus cloud. And she's like, "What about me? I helped too, kind of." The turtle said no. But he said, "Well," Master Roshi, he said, "Well, maybe you could help me if you do me a little favor. Show me them undies." And I was like, "Whoa, hold on." And she's like, "Well, okay." Because he had a Dragon Ball. And he's like, "But, no," she was like, "I want that though, if I do this." So she flashed him. And he's like, "What?" Because she forgot to put on underwear. Which is... No, she did, but Goku took them off. Because, well, shoot. Why did he do that? Oh, yeah, he patted her. And he's like, "Oh, her privates are gone." Because I guess he thought every girl had boys. And, whatever. She flashed Master Roshi like 6 times. And, so they got the Dragon Ball. Woohoo! Next adventure. Oh yeah. The little blue dude, Emperor, Pilaf? Okay, well. Him, Agent Mai, and Shu. Yeah. Emperor, he's kind of his threat level is getting a little larger. Although, turns out the Agent is not that great. And they freak out a lot. I guess it was just that one episode they looked cool. Shu, a little coward. Yeah. They don't even have to work for him, but they do, because I guess they're scared of him. Anyway, he has a tantrum. Emperor Pilaf poops his pants, blames Shu, tries to torture him with a chainsaw. Doesn't. Episode 2? 3. They meet Oolong. Oolong's like... No, they go to this village because there's a Dragon Ball there. An old lady has it. And she's like, "I'll give it to you if you get rid of Oolong, the terror." Because I guess Oolong can shapeshift. And, he, like, shapeshifts into this mean creature, and he stomps on their buildings and kidnaps people's daughters. And, they're like, "Okay, we'll do that. We'll beat up Oolong and get your daughters back." Oolong comes back to, like, marry a daughter, but they're like, "Goku, you have to pretend to be a girl. so you could find them out. Oolong comes back, he's like, hello, I brought flowers, marry me. And, and he's like, oh, you're scared of me, I see. And then he turns into a charming man, and Bulma's like, wowza, that's a cool looking dude. And I was like, come on, Bulma. Bulma still sucks, by the way. I, I don't like her. And, well, Oolong runs away when Goku reveals himself and tries to fight him. Because turns out Oolong can only shapeshift for 5 minutes. And, well, some trickery goes on for a little while. Some Scooby-Doo stuff. And then he tries to fight Goku again. He's like, I'm the toughest there is. And then he gets slingshot and he's like, ow. And Goku's like, you're not strong. So he tries to run away, Oolong. And, man, this was so long ago. I mean, it was like this morning, but I forgot. He tries to run away, he turns into a pig. Goku's like, what's happening? You're just a pig. And Goku was like, alright, sure, you kidnapped those people, and I won't beat you up. And Oolong was like, alright. So he goes to his palace, because he scammed a lot. And, oh, by the way, Goku, to check if someone's a girl or a boy, because I guess he still can't tell the difference, he, like, slaps their area to make sure. He's already done it to Bulma, an old lady, Oolong, and a fourth person, but I'll get to that. Yeah, so they go to the palace. Oolong's like, here they are, and they're just chillaxing. They're completely cool. Because Oolong, like, praises them with a bunch of stuff. But the whole reason he married them was surprisingly for non-creepy reasons. He just wanted people to clean his palace. Okay, except for Bulma. That was kind of a creepy reason. He wanted to marry Bulma for a second. And Oolong tags along with the group, and they get the Dragon Ball. Episode 4. I don't remember episode 4. What? What did? What? What happened? I don't think anything happens. Episode 5. They meet Yamcha. He's like, because the next Dragon Ball is in a desert, I think. Or no, on the way to the desert. It's on a fire mountain, and the desert is just one of the obstacles. But Yamcha, he's a desert bandit, tries to rob him. Really mean. Tries to rob him, and he's like, surprisingly, he's on like the same level as Goku, kind of. I guess Yamcha wasn't a big nerd back then. He knew how to fight. Well, he still does, just everyone can like destroy universes and all that, so it's kind of unfair. But Yamcha gets nervous around girls, so when he was trying to rob them, Bulma showed up like, hey guys, and he just passed out and was like, I'm out of here. Also, he has a little furry buddy who went to school with Oolong that can also shapeshift. But it's just better. And he's like, oh, man, I gotta get over my fear of girls. So anyway, he comes back, he beats up Goku, and he's like, hey, stop. I don't know. Oolong summons an RV. Oh yeah, also they basically, like, are keeping Oolong hostage. Bulma tricked Oolong into eating this pill, and every time they say piggy, Oolong just poops himself. It really sucks. Well, Oolong summons this RV so they can chillax in. some creepy stuff happens. And, Yamcha overhears them talking about the Dragon Balls because Goku told Oolong about the Dragon Balls for some reason. Don't worry, he gets over it. He doesn't want to use the Dragon Balls anymore, Oolong. Because he was like, I'm gonna wish for 300 girls. And Goku was like, don't do that. That's like having 300 Bulmas. And he's like, okay, you're right. That'll be terrible. And, Yamcha's like, finally, with the Dragon Balls I steal from them, I can wish to not be afraid of women. Which, I guess. Because the little pet's like, why not just wish to take over the world? And Yamcha's like, I don't want to do that. No thanks. I'm good. Which, good for Yamcha. So far, he's my second favorite character. That's right. Second favorite. You know, some shenanigans happen. And Yamcha's like, wait. Ooh, I'm popping my knuckles. Yamcha's like, wait, I can just steal the Dragon Balls off of them. Once they collect them all. So, I won't fight them. So he gives them a car, says, hey, good job, guys. I'm a good guy now. Go ahead and find them. And, well, they drive off. He put a tracking device on the car they gave him. And he's like, yes, with this I can follow them. Perfect. Yamcha's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Episode 7? 8? 7? One of the episodes, I forgot. It's like, they're at the Fire Mountain now. And Oolong's like, I don't want to go there. The Ox King is there. He's as tall as a mountain. And, no, he's really tall and he can chop down mountains with his axe or something. I forgot. And this is when we meet, Chi-Chi. Which I knew she was like a princess, but I didn't know what the whole background was. She is a menace. She's a threat. A dinosaur was chasing her, and she's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" Cuts the dinosaur's head off, and like obliterates it to dust. And Yamcha's like, "Wow, that was very cool," cause he came across her. And she was like, "I can't talk to strangers." And then she tries to zap him to oblivion. I was like, "What the heck? She's crazy." So Yamcha, being the awesomeness he is, he knocks her out, runs away. They should have a rematch. I want to see how that go. Anyway, the Ox King, he's like, well, I'm gonna kill you, Bulma, and Goku and Oolong. Because they go there and he's convinced they're trying to steal his treasure. And, and Goku's like, no, we're cool. After he, like, beat up... He didn't beat up the Ox King. He just made him a little dizzy and hit the back of his head. And Ox King was like, that didn't hurt at all. Goku was outmatched. The Ox King was like, well, I was trained by Master Roshi. They became friends, Goku and Ox King. And he was like, go find my daughter and find a big old fan, which we can blow this fire mountain down so I could get back to my home. Because their home was in the middle of the fire mountain. Very dumb. Because the fire was like just supposed to be for protection for him, but it got too wild and it not locked him out of his castle. And he's like, the fan, Master Roshi has it. Go find my daughter and get the fan. So Goku's like, alright. So he travels away. But before that, Yamcha overhears it and goes, oh, the daughter is Chi-Chi? I knocked her out. Oh no. So he searches for her. And he's like, hey, I am sorry. I'm actually in love with you, so don't hurt me. And she's like, oh, okay, great. But Yamcha was just saying that to, like, like, to live. And the furry friend Yamcha has was like, hey, you didn't get nervous around her. And Yamcha, being the god he is, he says, I only get nervous around girls around my age. So good for him. Good for him. No attraction to Chi-Chi. Because Oolong was like, wow, she's a looker. When Ox King showed them a picture of his daughter. Anyway, Goku comes across. Yamcha runs away again. And Goku's like, hey, come help me find this fan that Roshi has. They go back to Master Roshi. And she's like, to prove you're Master Roshi, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi was like, you could, well, she surprise attacked him with the blade. And in this image, that's the blade that she chopped the dinosaur's head with. Didn't chop his head. It just hurt him very much, which good for him. You know, Roshi's like, sorry, I don't have the fan. I spilled some juice on it and it got all sticky, so I threw it away. And the fan was able to cause like strong wind, rain, like really strong, and he threw it away. So someone has it probably, or it's just sticky and doesn't work. And he's like, okay, I'll help you get rid of those fire, myself, if I get to go on a walk with Bulma. And Goku's like, okay, sure. They go back. Master Roshi's like, alright, prepare for this. You use the Kamehameha wave, but he says Kamehameha. So, Kamehameha, it's one of those. It blows up the mountain, blows up the castle the guy lived in, and he's like, there you go, I got rid of the flames. And Ox King is like, my home. Thank you, I guess. So they get the Dragon Ball. Bulma's like, I don't want to go on a walk with this old man, Oolong. Turn into me and walk with him. Oolong does it, but he's like, I can make a fool out of her. So he flashes Roshi with Bulma's body. Oolong, you rascal. And Roshi's like, this is the greatest day of my life. And I would have been like, hey, that's not cool. She's a kid. And I was like, maybe he doesn't know she's a kid. But I was like, no, he does. Because he literally called Bulma and Goku a kid. Multiple times. He's just weird. Oolong and Roshi's weird. The only good man is Yamcha. And the Ox King, of course. Well, anyway, they do that. Hooray. Goku learned the Kamehameha wave. Because Roshi was like, it'll take you 50 years to learn this. And then he exploded their car. Goku did. And, they left. Yeah, they left. Is that it? That's it. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah,